We need to do better. And if you're wondering, Chase, what are you on about? Well, I'll tell you. I was sitting downstairs and I opened my phone. More specifically, I opened Twitter, which is something you do at your own peril anyways. And I was confronted by a pretty significant volume of conversation, links, tweets, threads, about an alleged individual leaking information about Sleep Token, more specifically, birth certificates. And I get it. I'm a YouTube reactor, and Sleep Token has been a massive part of my journey. I discovered them on my channel. I fell in love with them almost instantly. And they're very, very important to me. So it makes sense that I'll see a lot of this, that a lot of this would come my way. I didn't read too much, so I'm not sure about the validity of all of it, but I did see a particular tweet being shared from Sot's podcast, or State of the Scene podcast. Here's what I think. Because inevitably, whenever I create any new content on Sleep Token, or any artist really, I will be inundated with questions and comments. And it's easier to just put my thoughts out this way and move on. It would be no surprise that I'm going to say that if any of this is true, if there is any validity to this person sharing personal, private, legal documents online, they're beyond horrible as a human, and they deserve the full consequence of the law. Privacy is important, not because you're in a band, not because you wear a mask, because you're a person. And if you don't want information to be out in the public, you shouldn't have to have it out there. So that person sucks to their core. If that's true, horrible human being. But these are grown adults. And I'm sure that when the band was created and when it started sparking the brilliance of Sleep Token, and the success started rising and moving like a wave through new fans, I'm sure they realized that there might be a point where crazy people take it as a challenge to uncover and share and ruin the fun for everybody. I'm sure they're well aware of this. I'm sure the label are too, and I'm sure they know exactly how to deal with this. They're adults. Let them. What doesn't help is a fan base getting labeled as toxic because of the infighting, the arguing about details, the silliness, turning on itself to be the first, to be more accurate, to get more detail, to be meaner and louder. You're not talking to someone who doesn't get it. I love this band. They're incredibly important to me, and I've been a massive advocate of theirs for a very long time. Hell, they're a huge part of the success and growth and joy that I've found making videos, and I would hate, and I use that word strongly, hate, for the same group of people who are responsible for all their success, the same group of people responsible for making it so that they can continue to make music for a living and bless us with amazing songs and live moments. I would hate for that group of people to turn on themselves and be labeled as toxic or anything negative. If you're a fan and you're angry, and let me be clear, you have every right to feel any which way you want about this. You want to show that anger? Go and buy some merch. Buy a ticket to a show. Stream their music more. Introduce them to another friend. Don't get involved in all this nonsense. It's not necessary, and it doesn't help. Let the music win. That's how it won us. Let them handle their business, be polite and nice to people, and prioritize the music. For a scene with such heavy and hard-hitting music, it seems to have quite soft views. We need to do better.